Life is very rough and tumble, for our humble deserts. One can display one's troubles, never, whatever occurs. Night after night, have to look bright, whether you're well or ill. People must laugh their fill. You mustn't sleep till dawn comes creeping. Though I hardly ever grumble, life's a jumble indeed. And so I've had to formulate a creed so that I could succeed. I believe in doing what I can, in crying when I must, in laughing when I choose. Hey ho, if love were all, I should be lonely. I believe the more you love a man, the more you give your trust, the more you're bound to lose. Although when shadows fall, I think if only somebody splendid really needed me, someone affectionate and dear, cares would be ended if I knew that he wanted to have me near. But I believe that since my life began, the most I've had is just a talent to amuse. Hey ho, if love were all, though life buffets me obscenely, it serenely goes on. Although I question its conclusion, illusion is gone. Frequently I put a bit by, safe for a rainy day. Nobody here can say to what indeed the years are leading. Fate may often treat me meanly, but I keenly pursue a little mirage in the blue. Determination helps me through. I believe in doing what I can, in crying when I must, in laughing when I choose. Hey ho, if love were all, I should be lonely. I believe the more you love a man, the more you give your trust, the more you're bound to lose. Oh, when shadows fall, I think if only somebody splendid really needed me, someone affectionate and dear, cares would be ended if I knew that he wanted to have me near. But I believe that since my life began, the most I've had is just a talent to amuse. Hey ho, if love were all. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. This next song you all know very well, and it was written while Noel Coward was enjoying a wonderful holiday on the island of Capri, and it's about an English matron lady who decided that it was time for her to do some living, and so she did. I'll sing you a song. It's not very long. Its moral may disconcert you, of a mother and wife who for most of her life was famed for domestic virtue. She had 2 strapping daughters and a rather dull son, and a much duller husband who at 61 elected to retire and later on expire. Sing hallelujah, hey nanny no, hey nanny no, hey nanny no. He joined the feathered choir. Having laid him to rest by special request in the family mausoleum, as his widow repaired to the home they had shared, her heart sang a gay Te Deum. And then in the middle of the funeral wake, while adding some whiskey to the tipsy cake, she briskly cried, "That's done, my life at last begun." Sing hallelujah, hey nanny no, hey nanny no, hey nanny no. It's time I had some fun. Today, though hardly a jolly day, at least has set me free. We'll all have a lovely holiday on the island of Capri. In a bar on the Piccola Marina, life called to Mrs. Wentworth Brewster. Fate beckoned her and introduced her into a rather queer, unfamiliar atmosphere. She'd just sit there, propping up the bar beside a fisherman who sang to a guitar. When accused of having gone too far, she merely cried, "Funicular, funicular, just fancy me." When he bellowed, "Que bella, signorina," sheer ecstasy at once produced a wild shriek from Mrs. Wentworth Brewster, changing her whole demeanor. When both her daughters and her son said, "Leave these men, Mama," she answered rather bibulously, "Who do you think you are? Nobody can afford to be so la-di-bloody-da." In a bar on the Piccola Marina, every fisherman sighed, "Viva, viva, and che ragazza." When she's out of the grand piazza, everybody would rise. Every fisherman cried, "Viva, viva, che bella and lazy." Someone even said, "Whoops-a-daisy," which was quite a surprise. Each evening, with some gay excuse and beaming with goodwill, she just slip into something loose and totter down the hill to the bar on the Piccola Marina, where love came to Mrs. Wentworth Brewster. Hot flushes of delight suffused her. Right round the bend she went. Picture her astonishment. Day in, day out, she would get about because she felt she was no longer on the shelf. Night out, night in, knocking back the chin, she cried, "Hurrah, funicular, funicular, funic yourself." Just for fun, 3 young sailors from Messina bowed low to Mrs. Wentworth Brewster, said Susie, then politely goosed her. Then there was quite a scene. Her family in floods of tears said, "Leave these men, Mama." She said they're just high-spirited like all Italians are, and most of them have a great deal more to offer than Papa. In a bar on the Piccola Marina,